Hey, I'm Michael Lunsford here, Citizens for New Louisiana. Normally, I would just post the video because they speak for themselves many times. But in this one, this particular case, I think you need to pay special attention. What we have this bill by Dodie Horton, one page. Dodie Horton, great, House Bill 122. And let me just read it to you real quick. Not the whole thing, just the pertinent part. It is Section 1, Revised Statute 17412, hereby enacted to read as follows. Sexual orientation, gender identity, prohibited instruction, discussion. No teacher, school employee, or other presenter at a school shall engage in the following discussions with students in grades kindergarten through 12. So this is under number 3, this is A3, discussing his own sexual orientation or gender identity. There's other stuff in here, but I think that is key because what we're seeing right now with the public library debate, and these are the same people that are talking in committee against this bill that are talking in committee against making some modifications to how our libraries operate, where they've been interspersing these erotic children's books in with regular children's books so the kids are surprised and find them. Anyway, these are the same folks. This particular one I'm going to talk to you about here in a moment. I have not seen her before, but the language is very similar. So I want you to hear the vitriol and the anger coming out of her in this committee vote. Check it out.
My name is MJ Abear. I am a school social worker. Queer people belong in schools, and if the intentional vagueness of this bill is intended to create a chilling effect, as many have mentioned, it isn't. We're on fire about this.
So did you hear that? We're on fire about this. We're on fire about talking to your children about our proclivities when it comes to sexual relationships. Children, they're again, in Louisiana, I know we get, they're teenagers. Anyone under the age of 18 is considered a child in the state of Louisiana. So they're directed, they don't like this bill. And they're on fire, angry, at her words, they're on fire about this bill. Again, because the bill would say teachers and school employees are not allowed to talk about this stuff with kindergartners through 12th grade. They're on fire about it. I mean, let that sink in for a second. Now let's continue.
This is who we are, and we're here either way. We belong in schools. We're already there, and we've been here for as long as people have been here. So you can try to keep us quiet and waste the Education Committee's time with these pointless bills that are going to create more backlog for people in all of these school districts who have to fight all these lawsuits when we should really be focusing on other issues that really matter to students and teachers and parents and residents of Louisiana. Thank you.
So did you catch that? I let it go a little longer, but she's threatening lawsuits against school districts if this bill passes. Now, why would she do that? Why is it so important that this social worker, MJ Abear from Orleans Parish, why is it so important that she have these conversations with your children without your knowledge? And I'll get to that in a second. But let's talk about things that are more important. What's more important to you than your child's safety? Than your child not talking to strangers about acts with adults? I mean, does that make sense? What's more important to an average parent than that? There's not much more. They're going to school. They're supposed to be learning, the 3 R's, as George used to say, reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? So, but instead, we have an effort underway in our school system. And that effort, you see here, they're on fire about teaching your children this stuff. And I'm sorry I keep repeating this, but listen to this. This is Valerie Hodges gets straight to it. Check this out. This will blow your mind.
I just have one question. Where did you say you work? Did you say you're a counselor?
Yes, I'm a public school social worker.
Okay, at what school?
I don't have to tell you that.
I don't have to tell you that. You see? They don't want you to know where they're doing this. You see? Let's continue here. It gets better.
So you're a social worker at one of our public schools?
Yes, I work at a public school.
Okay. Well, I just wonder, do you discuss your sexual orientation with the students?
I'm not allowed to tell you what I discuss with a student. That would be breaking ethics and confidentiality. I answer to the National Association of Social Workers.
Broadly, is that a topic that you discuss with your students?
Why are you asking? I can't tell you what I already told you I can't tell you what I discuss with a student.
My right to ask you a question. You came to the table to testify.
I know, but I think I answered your question, ma'am.
No,
I said it's privileged what I discuss with a student. I cannot answer that question.
Okay,
it's privileged.
Thank you.
All right, so to be clear, Valerie Hodges did not ask MJ Abear, hey, when you were talking to Sally yesterday, what did you talk about? That's not the question. The question is, do you generally make it a point to talk to children about sexual orientation? And she says, why are you asking me this? Because the bill says you can't do it. That's why she's asking you about this. But did you detect the anger in her voice? She's so angry that anyone would dare tell her she can't have these conversations with children that she's willing to take off of school, if they're even in school anymore. I think a lot of schools are out. To show up in committee to talk about how angry she is that we would even bring such a bill. Let that, I mean, what does that say about a public school in the state of Louisiana is teaching this stuff to our kids, and they're angry when we say, hey, that's not appropriate to talk to children about? That says something. So we'll let the chairman take it away. This is how the vote went, by the way.
Senator Mizell moves favorable on HB 122. Any objections? Hearing and seeing none, HB 122 will be reported favorable.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patience.
So the anger in committee, showing their true colors, all the rainbow, all the colors of the rainbow, showing all of those colors in committee, got it out of the Senate unopposed, unanimously. That's how this is going, y'all. And we're going to be talking about some library stuff, too, and the things they've been trying to sneak in front of our kids over there. But this stuff is important. This is probably one of the most important things we hear from parents about, is how in the world did it get this far? And so here's an opportunity for you to step up and do something about it. You can partner with us here at Citizens for New Louisiana, because this is our fight. It's difficult. We have all these people. By the way, this woman who showed up is employed. You're furnishing the means by which you suffer. She's paid for out of your tax dollars. Her salary comes out of your ad valorem and your sales taxes. We don't operate under taxes. We operate under the generosity of folks who agree that this stuff shouldn't necessarily be in front of kids. So if we can partner with us, we'd appreciate your help. Thanks so much. And catch you next time as we hopefully are moving back to the library subject, which has been interesting to say the least. See you next time.